Hey everybody, how you doing? We just got done filming a video shooting pistol calibers against 1,200 paper plates to see how many paper plates it would take to stop the pistol calibers. Had a whole lot of paper plates left over and my wife said, no, we're not bringing those in the house. So we might as well shoot them. So I went ahead and brought out some high power rifle calibers. See here, we've got the 30-30. Next, the 308 and the 30-06. We're gonna see how many paper plates it takes to stop a 30-30, a 308, and a 30-06. Every single one of these are 150 grain bullets. And remember, we have 1,200 paper plates. Put down in the comments down below, how many plates do you think it is gonna take to stop these bullets? And remember, these are all lead-tipped hunting rounds. I think the 30-30 is gonna go through more plates than anything else. But I'm gonna start with 30-06, then we're gonna go down to 308, then we're gonna end with the 30-30. But let's get to shooting. I'm gonna load up this 30-06. 30-06 we're using for this shot here is a Ruger American 30-06. We're gonna load one down in there. See what happens. I bet you this probably doesn't even go through half of those 1,200 paper plates, but let's see what happens. Man, that sun is bright. Woo! We hit the plates, so that's a good thing. Let's dig into these paper plates, see how many it took to stop a 30-06 round. Maybe it went through all of them, I don't know. It definitely rocked those plates. We're gonna start at the back here. Start taking these plates out. Nothing there. Nothing there. Well, we're about a third of the way through. Still no bullets. Getting close to half of the way through. Still no bullets. Wow. Okay. Here we are getting close here. Aha, there's bullets. Be careful here, not drop anything. So, if you look here, it looks like the lead was broken into a whole lot of pieces. So, you see there's a bunch of lead down in that hole there. But then on the other side, you look in there, there's a whole bunch of lead all through these plates. Let me see if I can get the big piece of it out here. The lead deformed into somewhat of a weird shape. Ooh, that's hot on my fingers. Ooh, that's burning. Ah, come on, bullet. But there's the main chunk of 30-06 that came out of that plate there. But I'll be back after I'm done counting these plates here. That 30-06 stopped in 302 plates. So 30-06, 302 plates. Remember that. We're gonna load up the 308 and see what happens. The rifle we're using to shoot the 308 is another Ruger American. This one chambered in 308. And remember, this is a 150 grain bullet as well, just like that 30-06. So let's shoot this 308, see what happens. All right, remember the 30-06 beat 300. Let's see how many plates the 308 went through. I'm gonna guess that the 308 performed pretty closely to that 30-06 at about the 300 mark or so. But nothing here way in the back. Still nothing. About halfway through now of the 1,200 plates, still nothing. Still nothing. Ooh, my shoulder's starting to hurt. Okay, so pretty obvious where this one stopped. You see the bulge of the bullets there. See if I can get it. The main chunk of that bullet out here. You can see there's a whole lot of it just fragmenting and falling apart. So looks like there is one larger piece of lead here. Ooh, and it's hot. So, ooh, there's the biggest piece of, ooh, yeah. 308's hotter than the 30-06 for whatever reason, but there's the biggest piece of the 308 that didn't fall apart. I'm moving it because it's hot, but I'm gonna count these plates. It looks like it was actually less than the 30-06 maybe. I don't remember, but I'm gonna count these plates for the 308 and be right back. The 308 here with the 150 grain bullet went 5 plates less than the 30-06. So the 308 went through 297 plates. So very, very similar results between that 308 and the 30-06. Let's load up the 30-30. I bet you it goes through more plates. We'll see what happens. All right, last and final shot is the 30-30. Here we have a Winchester model 94. Woo! Look at that walnut. Shooting 150 grain core lock 30-30. But let's load this up and see what happens. I have a feeling that it's gonna beat that right around 300 mark that we had with the other two rifles, but you never know. I always guess wrong. Let's see what happens. Let's take a look at the plates, see how many plates the 30-30 round went through. Like I said, I think the 30-30 is gonna win this one. Nothing there. Still got nothing. Still got nothing. Still nothing. All right, we're getting close to the 30-06 range here. Right here is the last plate that a 30-30 went through. See if I can dig out a chunk of lead there. You can see how a whole lot of that lead is fragmented and falling apart there. So for the 30-30, there's not even a big piece of mass. It all more or less just disintegrated in there. Unless there's a chunk that just didn't go as far here. Look through this bit. Nope, just more little bits and pieces. So this is where it stopped. I'm gonna stop here and count these plates and see how many it went through. So the 30-30 went through 243 plates. Pretty fun test here with these paper plates. And again, my guess was absolutely opposite of the truth. I had to go back down and look at the plates because I forgot. The 30-06 went through 302 plates, which was the most. The 308 went through 297 plates, almost exactly the same as the 30-06. And the 30-30 only went through 243 plates. On the left there is the 30-06 that I was able to pull from the plates. And on the right is the 308 that I was able to pull from the plates. The 30-30 round just disintegrated into a whole lot of pieces and I wasn't even able to get anything, but pretty interesting results. The 30-06 went through more paper plates than the 308 and the 30-30. As always, thanks for watching the video, guys. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to the WHOTEEWHO channel. Comment down below ideas for future videos. This one actually came from a subscriber. Stay tuned for the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. WHOTEEWHO!